look.
Mayor Coleman is a #1 sustainability advocate.
And one of the things he did was about 5 years ago establish the Green Team. And he gathered together industry and thought leaders and experts in the area of sustainability.
And what we do is we advise the mayor in environmental policies,
planning, and decision making, both for the City of Columbus and our City Council.
Mayor Coleman signed on to the U.S. Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement and has agreed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from city operations by 40% by the year 2030. He is also committed to building green LEED certified buildings, so any new construction project built with city funds is a LEED certified facility.
Take a look. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. LEED is a rating system that works with all kinds of different buildings, facilities, tenant spaces, even homes, to count metrics and to find ways to make them as high performance as they possibly can. Ohio is unique. Ohio is home to more LEED certified projects than any other state in the nation. The City of Columbus, there are dozens and dozens of projects that are sort of just completing now and in progress. And these are all LEED projects. There's Children's Hospital, and the new hotel downtown is a LEED project. And these are, very public, very forward-thinking, very visible projects. The Grange Insurance Audubon Center is a LEED certified, actually LEED Gold certified building.
The building itself is sustainable, from permeable pavement to a green roof to water collection systems that flow into rain gardens and ultimately to a wetland.
This is a high-performance building meant to work better for its occupants, for the function that it's been designed for.
The Grange Insurance Audubon Center was brownfield, city impound lot, underground storage tanks, warehouses, had been a city dump at one time, and now it is a beautiful metro park with the Grange Insurance Audubon Center anchoring the park. It is in something that's called an important bird area. There are about 200 species of birds that have been sighted here on the peninsula, and we are seeing anything from prothonotary warblers to wood thrush to willow flycatchers, all of those really species of concern. We're looking at trying to create a broader expanse of places that are helpful to birds beyond this important bird area by working with residents and property owners in the immediate vicinity.
Take a look. Columbus is home to so many different kinds of parks. It's as varied as probably as our population. The City of Columbus has 15,000 acres of parkland, all set aside for people to enjoy in any way they can. This parkland's broken up in different ways. We have probably about 5,000 acres of water for boating or other water recreation. We have probably another 2,000 acres that's just for reservoirs and water protection.
One of the most exciting projects we have going on right now is the Fifth Avenue Dam removal, which is only really a small part of an overall Olentangy River restoration project. The removal of the dam is an important part of that because it will allow the river to return to its normal natural levels. But over time, you're going to see complete restoration of the Olentangy River corridor through the university area.
It improves the safety of the rivers so that people can canoe down the river without having to worry about obstructions in the river.
It's a huge project that we are actually going to eventually duplicate in the downtown area as well when we begin the process of removing the Main Street Dam. Now that's a project that pretty much everyone's going to see, with new green space downtown, I think on the order of 33 acres that are going to be recreation space, wetlands. People will actually see the natural channel of the Scioto River through the downtown area, something that has not been around for decades.
We have another 2,500 acres for just setting aside its green space. It's natural areas, and it will be preserved forever. We have 5,000 acres that is just parkland for ball fields, for rec centers, for trails, for whatever we need it for.
Take a look. I'm standing here on the Scioto Trail in downtown Columbus, one of our premier trails of the 5 that we have that we're developing around the Columbus area. People love to walk and cycle in Columbus.
It's a very bike-friendly community, and there are lots of bike organizations and private companies that will really help people get on bikes.
The cool thing about Columbus is we have the best regional partners that we can work with anywhere. We're really proud that our suburban communities have formed what we call the Central Ohio Greenways Network, or COG for short.
And it is focused on the waterways, so the greenway trails run along the different rivers.
7 or 8 of our surrounding communities who each have their own trail programs, and what we all try to do with Columbus is match that up. And miles that we have of 62 now really become over 165 miles of path that you can use.
If you're riding on the Central Ohio Greenways trails, then many times you're going to be in a more scenic, natural environment. You might see, if you're riding along the river, you might see water animals or other wildlife.
But the Olentangy Trail has the highest count of users in the state of Ohio.
A lot of use, not just for people out getting exercise, but also people commuting to work.
Almost upwards of half of our users are actually people riding to work, to shop, or having a purpose on their destination trip, not just simply the exercise or the leisure of it.
We have a great relationship with the cycling community in Columbus. On every fixed route bus, which we have over 350 in our fleet, every single bus has a bike rack where you can load up to 2 bikes on each bus and board the bus and get to your destination. We're really happy that we can offer this service because it really affords people that we might not get exactly where they need to be, but if they have a bike, the 2 combined, the bus and the bike, can get them to their destination and back. COTA is really proud that we led the nation in ridership growth among large bus transit agencies in 2011. We offered over 18.5 million rides, and we continue to grow our service this year. But we're also interested in growing it in sustainable and environmentally sound ways.
Take a look. CNG stands for compressed natural gas. What we do is take the natural gas out of the local pipeline and compress it to about 3,600 pounds. And what CNG is about 80% cleaner to burn and gives us a lot of options. City of Columbus, we decided all of our CNG vehicles will be dedicated to CNG and not biofuel. Being dedicated to CNG, we maximize our energy efficiency with cleaner natural gas, and so we're anticipating about, with our 23 refuse trucks and other trucks we have in the fleet, of saving about $96,000 a year in fuel just with the first round of vehicles we purchased. We opened up our CNG station for public access to the general public. They have the ability to fuel their vehicles there, so they can make the decision for themselves, whether it's a John and Jane Doe or a private fleet like a utility fleet or a plumbing fleet, and they can leverage that as well as other local governments that we're in partnership with.
We are all committed to being ready for the electric vehicle that's going to be coming into our market soon. So part of that is looking at infrastructure and what we can do to really support electric vehicles and reduce range anxiety for residents or fleets who want to purchase electric vehicles. So to do that, we've installed a couple public electric charging stations throughout the city. There are over 22 stations now that are open to the public, and we utilized U.S. Department of Energy funding to do that.
Take a look.
We've launched a program that we're calling Recycle Columbus, and that is a program to provide recycling carts to all of our single-family household residents, which we have over 200,000 households that will be receiving a cart, and they'll be able to recycle at home in a single stream. Everything goes in the cart, and they put it out at the curb or the alley every other week for collection. On the off week, they'll get their yard waste collected. So it's a comprehensive program at home to make it really easy for our residents to participate. For our multifamily residents, we partnered with SWACO, the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio, and we have over 200 drop box locations throughout the community where residents and multifamilies like apartment complexes and condos can bring their recyclables to the drop box, and that goes to the Rumpke recycling facility.
The largest public event that occurs at the university is, of course, our football games, and we have a huge effort to divert materials from the landfill both in the tailgate lots and inside the stadium. So in the tailgate lots, people are actually given recycling bags that they can put their recyclables in, and they can leave it in place, and we come and collect it after the fact. And within the stadium, we have no trash containers. We just have a zero waste station. So everything either goes in the recycling bin or the composting bin. And we've had tremendous success. Last year was our first year doing it, and we had a diversion rate of 75%, average from all the home games.
Take a look. We kind of recreated Earth Day here in Columbus about 6 years ago, and it combined a large-scale volunteer effort with a celebration. And we tried to get a year's worth of labor done in one day, 2,000 person hours, and we ended up getting about 3,900 hours that first year, and it's grown every year since. We had over 2,200 volunteers this past year who put in over 8,000 hours. We get the biggest volunteer turnouts. Some celebrations are bigger, but we do what counts. We put the work into the communities.
We have a great office called Keep Columbus Beautiful, and they have cleanup supplies that are available for free for any resident to use. There are trash bags, gloves, trash grabbers, all kinds of tools that are for free for use by volunteer groups.
The Ohio State University is the largest public institution in the country, and we have world-class faculty conducting research in the arena of sustainability in all sorts of areas. We strongly believe that the biggest contribution we can make to the world is by graduating generations of global citizens. We offer over 100 courses related to sustainability, and we are very proud to announce that we now have a sustainability major at the undergraduate level that we are going to offer.
A program in the city of Columbus that we're very proud of called the Green Spot Program. And this program is to educate residents and businesses on ways that they can get green at their work or in their home. And we have over 5,000 members now in the Green Spot Program. It gives you a checklist of things you can do, and you pledge that within the next year you're going to do different items to reduce energy use, water use, waste, use cleaner form of transportation, and just really reduce your impact on the environment overall.
And that is just a few examples of what we are doing in Columbus to get green. So take a look at our website, getgreencolumbus.org.